Dear friends, today is Wednesday, May 20th, the 26th day of the month of Iyar, the 41st day of the Omer, the 48th installment of our Corona Inspiration series. And today, I see so many people outside. Actually, this week has been an incredible week. The weather has finally become summer weather. And though you've seen people outside before, but being outside now, you see how many people are taking advantage of this weather and how many people are exercising. Many people actually who don't usually exercise are taking long walks, riding their bicycle, jogging. There's a lot of movement, a lot of activity, physical activity that is happening. People tell me that they're taking 2 or 3 walks a day. Almost like we pray 3 times a day, they're taking 3 walks a day. It's incredible to see all this activity happening. And it got me thinking of how important the idea of physical activity and keeping yourself in good shape is in the Jewish religion. Because there's a saying, a famous saying, by one of the Hasidic Rebbes, one of the Rebbes, that a small hole in the body creates a big hole in the soul. Meaning that a person is demanded from the Torah to exert a lot of energy, to live as a Jew, to do mitzvot, to pray. Prayer is an exhausting experience if you do it properly. To study Torah, also exhaustive. You have to use your mind. You have to really put yourself to it. Doing mitzvahs, you have to run to it, you have to be involved. It doesn't just come to you and sit and wait. The only mitzvah that comes to you is charity collectors, but otherwise you got to go and do something to make a mitzvah happen. So really, we are actually very much demanded to exert ourselves a lot. Now, if you're not healthy, it is much harder. It's not impossible. And many people do it despite their health not being in the greatest shape, but it's much harder to apply yourself in that way. But when you're healthier, and you're not just doing health because that's what's the in thing, you're not just doing exercise and going to the gym because that's what's the in thing, but you're doing it really for your body to have energy, to raise your energy level, to raise your stamina level, to raise the level of your focus. When you're doing all of that, then you create a vessel through which your soul can truly express its Jewish feelings in action, in thought, in speech, emotionally, intellectually. So we do have to be active. We do have to physically exert ourselves. We do have to try to be in as best shape as we can, because then there's no hole in the body and the soul can just soar, because nothing will hold it back. Now, not for a second should you think that if someone's not in shape, wait till you get in shape to start doing spiritual things. Spirituality has a life of its own, that when you start applying yourself, somehow you get extra unusual energies. It's like a professor that is looking for a solution to a big problem. They don't think about food or sleep. Somehow they become superhuman. And so too spirituality has that effect, that all of a sudden, despite everything, you're able to really step up. But how much more can you do? How many more people can you help physically if you're in better shape? How much more time could you spend with someone and focus on them when you're in shape? So let's keep on exerting ourselves, get into shape. But by the way, when you're walking or biking, whoever you pass, say hi, keep your distance, wear your mask. Just say hi, greet other people. Because while you're doing your physical exercise, let's already be spiritual at the moment and spread love, spread smiles, spread generosity, spread unity. And this is really the opportune time. You know, usually we're too much running after things in our life that it's not in the top of our mind. But now we have more time. And using the time properly can help us adjust in a great way to relating to people in a very different way. And that is Take the moment to say hi. Think of the other person. Look them in the eye for a moment. Empathize with them. Smile with them. Give them spirit. Pass on positivity. Wow. Physical exercise, spiritual connection, and making yourself a vessel to be able to soar spiritually as well in all of your personal aspects. So take advantage of this beautiful weather and get out. You know, the sun is a symbol of God. Not that, God forbid, the sun is a God. But the sun emanates light and warmth. That's what the neshama is. Our soul emanates light and warmth. God emanates light and warmth. Let's our body become a conduit for that light and warmth for the rest of the world. So have a great day. God bless.